What's going on, everybody? It's your guy Fox Wade, and I got a very special guest with you all today. Man, when I tell you funny as hell, he had me cracking up at 2 o'clock in the morning at times, laughing at some of his content. It is my guy, the one and only founder and creator of Finarios, Mr. Lonnie Smith.
What's going on? Happy to be here.
My brother, listen, I am glad to have you here. Once again, just going to have a normal conversation,
Yeah.
talk about some cool stuff on how you conducted action moves to get to where you are. Because listen, your shit funny.
Appreciate it.
It's like, it's realistic and it's funny at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like, damn, this is real life, but it's actually funny. So, yeah, man, tell the people who you are, where you from, and how you got started.
So, Lonnie Smith, like you said, aka comedian Lonnie, Finarios. Everybody know me as that. I have been doing this for forever. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So know all about the cold. Had to get away from that. What else? Well, you said, tell me how I got started. Man, I just always been a person entertaining, whether it was at the family reunions trying to get a few laughs here, or just trying to make sure the room, like kind of making sure the room control, like controlling the room, and anywhere I go, just checking on everybody, making sure, and always kind of making sure everybody's always in good spirits in some aspects. So that kind of stuck with me throughout childhood. And I remember watching Nutty Professor too, and I was like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a pilot. I want to do all of science. I wanted to do all of this great stuff. But I was like, you can only pick one. But then I was watching Nutty Professor, and I was like watching Eddie Murphy play these different parts, and I was like, or I could just be an actor, and I get to play them all. So that kind of like is where the bug kind of hit me of like entertainment even more. So as I grew up and once I got to high school, wanted to go out for the football team. Came home with the permission slip, like, Dad, like, can you like sign this? Like, man, you too little. I ain't gonna tear you up. So that was a no. Then next season, or kind of in that fall, basketball. So I'm like, hey, like let me go out for this, try that. You can't play basketball. All right, okay. Track. I'm gonna try that. Man, you ain't fast. I was like, all right, so what am I supposed to do? So hearing that 3 times from my dad, I was like, I gotta do something. So what I do? Joined the cheerleading team and became the mascot of my high school. So did that 2 years, and then kind of it was cool, I my junior year in high school is when everything really changed, because my mom put me in this program that teaches you how to edit, shoot, write, and I was like a TV show host basically, for a local news station, and that's where I learned all my skills. And I was like, oh wow, this is it. Like once the bug bit me, I was trying to be there. It's like an after school program, so I was trying to be there every day, like just making content. Started my first skits there, like just funny stuff. Um, then I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Wall Street because that's where all the money is. Went to New York. It's a little too much going on up here, but I still always entertainment always had me. It was never like a thing I could like let it go. So I was like, okay, figure this out. Went to college, and that's when you have the whole like YouTube boom. That's when social media really starts, and it's not social media as we know it today, obviously. Like I didn't see the birth of it and the transition. So just got on YouTube my freshman year. Mom had just got me a MacBook Pro. It was the black one. It came in like 2 colors, the black or the white.
Mm-hmm.
Had some editing software on there and my webcam. And I just sat there in front of there and I just told some jokes about like, if you broke a college student, yada, yada, yada. It's still like up there. People can go watch it. Got some good response. I was like, oh, okay. All right, I'm on to something. But then you know how college is. You kind of get into different things. You like go, try to join this club or do this or be a part of different things. Nothing ever really stuck through. But my sophomore year, We were going into our summer, like school was about to be over. We were going in, and one of my homies, we were talking, and this is when Dave Chappelle walked away from like the money, sketch comedy was gone, and out me thinking that was my life's calling. I was like, the world is calling me to like fill the void of Dave Chappelle. How I
Yeah.
thought that. Don't. Anyway, so sitting there talking to him, I'm like, yeah, we should do a sketch comedy show, and we should, and it'll be like a bunch of funny scenarios, and we'll call it Finarios. I said that on the spot, as
Yeah.
like right there, and I knew it was unique enough that nobody would have it, nobody's ever thought of it, and I was like, that's what it is. So made my channel and been producing videos ever since.
So let's go back to where you said your dad was like, nah, you can't play football, can't play basketball,
Can't do
can't
track.
run track, but you became a mascot. Like,
Mhm.
like what? I've never heard nobody who said they were a mascot before. What was that experience like?
So I was always a ladies' man. Like I love being around girls, just understanding girls, talking to girls, all of that stuff. So I'm like, if I can't play these sports, I'm gonna go hang out with the girls. Cheerleading team. Now I was like, this is still a point where like male cheerleaders was like, it's
Frowned upon.
yeah, like it's not as big as it is now. So I was like, what else can I do? And lo and behold, when I went to practice or showed up, they were like, yeah, we need somebody for the mascot, and they had just got a new uniform too.
Wow.
So I was like the first one that got to break it in, like my sweat and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like cemented in there, and yeah, that's kind of how it was just all happenstance that it just worked out perfectly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So were you one of those mascots? Were you doing like the flips and running? And...
No. See, we ain't had a budget for that. Like our costume, the head was too bobbly. So if you did anything, you coming up out of it. So
Yeah.
I never did none of that. But I would perform with the cheerleaders. Do a few routines here and there. But mostly it was crowd control. Walk around, meeting, shaking hands, babies, and entertaining the folks in between plays and stuff like that. So again, like entertainment and like face to face entertainment with folks was the main thing then. So yeah.
So now let's go to the present. So now we're in the present, and you have what? How many subs on YouTube? Or what is your YouTube?
So my YouTube is Finarios.
Mm-hmm.
We have, I think it's like 560,000.
So 500,000 subs.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Facebook is like 890,000.
So you over like 1 million subs.
Yeah,
total?
Very close to like hitting 1 million on each platform. But yeah. So that, and then I do Patreon as well, and got 50,000 folks over there.
Okay.
So those are my 3 main platforms that I use.
I've keep telling myself I'm going to sit down and study Patreon. What it's like Patreon and another one, Twitch. Is it Twitch?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a little bit more insight about those?
So Twitch is a streaming platform strictly. Like you can only live stream. There is no, you can put a video up and it just like plays like YouTube. It's not like that. It's just live stream, and basically you pay for subs. So like if you want to watch somebody, you pay $7.99 with no commercials. So, obviously they break down that money. But so that's the format on that. Patreon is more like OnlyFans without the bad name, the bad rep. So you can subscription, or you can put up videos for people to buy, like purchase individual videos. So you can also you got a lot more freedom over there too. Like they're not bound by the same like copyright rules that like YouTube is. Even as far as the content, like you can make candles on there, or you can make sex tapes on there. Like it's a wide range of like what you can do, but it's like total creator freedom. So that's why I love it. Just being able to, all the ideas in my head, I can literally put them out.
Let me tell my AI agent employee, MJ, you listening? I need you to set me up Patreon right now.
Set up a Patreon, get it going.
Give me some tapes out there.
And that's also a good trying to do a little side hustle. Okay. Little side stroke with a side hustle. Okay.
Tapes out there. You know that.
But you could also use it to, like, let's say if you wanted to teach people government contracting. You can take them over to Patreon.
Ain't no money in government contract. I'm trying to show this 6-pack off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all can
Paint
listen
my
to him if
hair a
y'all
little,
want to.
paint my hair a little gray. Call me Silver
I
Fox.
synced the numbers. Don't listen to him. I synced them.
All right, but that's dope. So yeah, I never thought about that. So it's like, because a lot of people, you know, YouTube, but you're saying Patreon,
Yep.
and then Twitch. You can do live streaming.
Yep.
I was hanging out with Shaquille O'Neal for New Year's Eve, and his youngest son, they were streaming, and I noticed he had like a thing on. He had like his phone on his wrist, and was live streaming the whole time.
Yeah, it's a whole little setup they be having.
Yeah, and later on that night, we all went to dinner at a restaurant, and he was sitting next to me, and I was like, "What the hell going on?" He was like, "I'm still streaming. I'm at 10,000 live streams. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
10,000 people's watching.
Yeah.
Whatever. But all he did was just walk around.
Yeah, and it's
we were walking around at the game, doing this, doing that, whatever.
You basically just following people's life, like.
So I could just make.
Yeah. Wow. And people watch it.
Isn't that crazy how you can make money nowadays with just being connected to the internet?
I remember the days where my mom and dad would tell me, "Get off that game, because it ain't gonna do nothing for you." Now we live in a society
now life
where
is a game. It's a game,
and people make money from the games.
That's
like
crazy.
They literally, like every morning I wake up and if I get on TikTok, there's people playing a video game.
Yeah,
7 a.m. just like it's a job. They clock in.
That's crazy. Yep. Yeah, my twin daughters, I be catching them in the morning, taking them to school. I'm like, give me them phones. Give me them phones right now. Matter of fact, I need to go in and set their things. So let's talk about how was that feeling or the experience when you uploaded your first ever video that you ever made? How was that feeling? And what was the reaction from, the world? How many views you get? How many subs? Like, what was that feeling like?
The feeling of releasing the video after spending so much time editing, it was like, oh yeah, it feels good. Like, wow, I can do this. Like, I can. And then now you get the reception of it. So, of course, viral wasn't even a word that people would use back then. Like, that's something that came later. But like, so people would watch, and I remember the days of seeing it go from 1 view to 2 views, 2 views to maybe 4 views, 5. And now when I drop a video, it's like 100,000 views, or it can go crazy and be 1 million views. Like, so it's just crazy to remember that time of like seeing then the comments. Then you see like people, it's mostly friends and family at first, so you don't really know how funny you are or how anything like that, because you think, oh, y'all just being nice, but then it caught on though, and I was like, oh, okay, if I can entertain at least one person, then that one person can turn into two to 4 to 1 million. That's how I kind of looked at it.
Yeah, I remember seeing one of your videos, and it was the one where you was like, it was you and another guy, and you was talking to, it was you and a girl. You was talking to the guy, and you was talking about, when you just want to chill and relax.
Oh, you want your ROI?
Yeah, your ROI, man. That was the fun, because I was like, damn, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
You sitting down. You doing nothing. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? I'm good. I'm just chilling. Something wrong? No, nothing wrong. I'm good. Something must be wrong. Oh my
and
God.
That's how all of my videos come. Just relatable stuff.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Get away from me.
Please.
Silence.
I'm good. We're good over here. I promise you we are. Yep.
So that's like super relatable for a lot of men. I'm pretty sure in the comments they were like, relatable. Damn.
Yep.
On spot.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my top ones. Of like, people be like, oh yeah, you was fool for that.
So, like, where does this creativity come from? Because now that you got over 1 million something subs on all these platforms, and then you got, it's like, I think this is just from my point of view, in my opinion, that a lot of people get burned out from trying to figure out the next scenario, the next thing. Like how do you, like, what do you use or what do you do to be able to still be creative? Because how long have you been doing this now?
Since I officially say, I started 2008, but I officially say I started my YouTube in 2010.
Okay, so we have 16 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, burnout is burnout. I'm burnt out right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's we on a show right now. We getting into 100 episodes, and it took everything in me to get it to 100 episodes.
Yeah.
But the creativity kind of just it's all around me. Like I'm able to take, um, I would say my early 20s when I was making content, it would be from dates I was going on or just my interactions with women. So that was like a bit heavy why I got into like relationship comedy. Now it's the same, but I'm able to pull from my experiences around me. So if you tell me a story of like, oh, I went through this, da 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 da. Now I'm able to like, okay, that's funny. I can put it into whether it's a series, a one-off video, skit, or whatever the case may be. So I try to pull creativity from anywhere I can. Showers is always a great thing of like reset and let your mind just kind of wander. But yeah, I try to just wherever I can.
Okay.
All around me.
Now, I noticed in a lot of your videos, you got other people involved as well. Like, what is that like, or what's that process, or how it is working with people, and you gotta be in certain areas and stuff like that. What's that experience like?
It's probably the hardest thing I've never had to do, because you're managing a bunch of uncontrollables. Like this actor's got a flat tire, or this actor they got to work from 2 to 7, but I got to do another scene with them and they schedule's not aligning. So now I got to be creative on how I get this done. So I'm going to shoot her part. He not there. I'm saying his lines.
Got you.
And then when he's available, then I'm shooting his side of it and I'm cutting it together. But these two people ain't never met.
So you got like a full production company for the most part.
Oh yeah.
We
full.
Like Tyler Perry Jr. over there.
Yeah. We something like that for sure.
Yeah.
Not the volume as much, but we getting there. You know what I'm saying? That's like the next step is like just volume and really scaling it. But even you saying that is interesting because there's so many people that I started with and started with meaning they did content around the same time and they no longer do content. So just because of the different hardships, just life, it takes you on a path. But I've always been one of the more determined, like, nah, I gotta figure this out. Like all my skills is in this. So even
and you start at a young age too, and most people it's kind of like it's something cool to do and it makes money. I don't think they're driven by it. This is something for the time now, and then it's something else. So
this all the skills I got.
All right, so let's go back to childhood.
Okay.
What was Lonnie like?
Good kid.
Siblings?
Yep, younger sister. Who like we super close to this day. We always say we the only normal ones in our family. Like everybody else around us is like, for lack of a better word, special. But like, so but being her super close, we always would we'd be involved in the church heavily. So like church plays, we did a lot of those. That's also another place where the entertainment kind of like hit me. We were in the choir. We did everything in church except be ushers. Like
he said he was in the choir, y'all.
Yeah, like so my dad could sing, my mom couldn't sing. So when you put two of those together, you just get a choir voice. Somebody that can like hold a note every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't doing no solos or nothing. But like I can get you where you need to go.
I got you.
Like you gonna feel the Holy Ghost when we all come together and do. You know what I'm saying? So Dad was heavily involved in the church. My mom always wanted us to after school program. She never wanted us to sit at home. She was very like, y'all need as many experiences as y'all can because that's gonna help shape y'all into the adults that we are today. So we would travel a lot. We were always the family who was like well off, like in our I won't say well off like rich, but like well off, just like middle class at the time. Mm-hmm. Like this is like 90s middle class, not today's middle class. It's different now. So a lot of people would always come over and we would have a lot of family functions at our house. So again, like the entertainment would be there, just talking to different people, pulling things from different characters. Like my uncle here, he, always come in, hey, nephew, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just picking that up from different family members.
So your family was like the center of the family universe.
Yes.
Because you said this
on both sides.
You said this a lot, like, my mom, my dad. So it
Yep.
was like you had mom and dad growing
Yep.
up, you and your sister. So y'all had, a balanced household.
Yep. So we got to experience a lot. And even growing up, like my mom, she always wanted to do different stuff with us. Like I went to a German immersion elementary school.
Sprechen die Deutsch?
Yes. Guten Tag, all of that. Yeah. Like I understand more than I speak now because I just have nobody to speak it with. But even in high school, did a foreign exchange program. So I was living in Germany for like a month and a half.
Really? What part?
We were in the town is Langenselboot, but I don't know like if it was in Munich or where outside of where exactly it was, but that was the town that I stayed in. So
I lived in Germany for 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you like it?
I loved it.
Okay. I wasn't crazy about it.
I lived in Wiesbaden, and then I went over to Schweinfurt. I didn't like Schweinfurt, but I love Wiesbaden.
What year is this? About 2000s? Early 2000s?
This was 2007.
Okay.
2000. No, end of 2006 to 2000. No, let me not lie to you. 2003 or 4 to like 2007 or 8. It was in that window.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Only thing I didn't like about it was because I felt when I went, they had never seen black people up close.
Hey.
So it was very like,
listen,
who this dude? But once I talked to them, they were cool though.
Listen, y'all. Being a black man in Germany, being a black man in Germany, why?
Hey, we had a way better experience than I did then.
Yeah, my son was born in Germany.
Oh, okay. Dope. Okay.
His mom is African American, but if I could go back, if I created a time machine, his mom would have been Iranian German.
Iranian German?
Yeah, I was dating an Iranian German girl. She was fire.
You made the right choice.
She was fire, and her family moved, and I was sad. Boy, I think that's the first time I ever got teary-eyed. I ain't cry.
Well, that was first heartbreak?
I ain't say heartbreak.
Yeah.
She was fire, boy.
She was. All right.
Man, let me hold up. Let me get that out of my head. But yeah, Germany was nice. Okay, so went over to Germany. So yeah, I like that. I like when people can share that they have mom and dad. Yeah. They still together today?
No. They act like they want to be, but no, they're not together. I think that was like 6th grade where the split happened.
Really? But they still friends?
Were they still friends?
They still friends today?
They still friends now. Were they still friends then? No. God no.
Because let me guess.
God no.
Dad or mom? Which one?
It was a combination of both. Like when you look at two people that shouldn't have been paired up, you be like, how y'all end up together? Like y'all too vastly different. Like my mom is very like education, study abroad, like new experiences. My dad is like, go to work every day, same time, go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like regiment, like he ain't doing too much. He's staying at home. He don't like the vacation.
I mean, that's most men though, for the most part.
Yeah.
Most men.
I just feel like just their mentalities was different. They need to be paired with somebody else to have a long-lasting marriage.
I got you. But I mean, if they're friends today, I mean, or they're friends now, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll take it. But that's the most they can be. Yeah, you can be friends. Like y'all can't go no past that. Like stay right here. Like you know what I'm saying? Like tell them about the gun line, boss. Like no, like it's no. Just stay friends and we cool. That's all I accept.
All right. So how do you like, or let me rephrase that. Like when you started getting into YouTube and started doing your production and everything, when was the action move that you made that really accelerated where you are today?
Being consistent was it. Even though I had my channel from.
But what was that one pinnacle point to where you was like, or it could have been like, let me bring some people in, or like, what was a point that you was like, oh yeah, this I can see that's gonna go here.
I had multiple of them. Like there's no
give
one
me one
moment. So
give me one.
So when I started the channel, I started it me and another guy. Me and one of my dorm mates, Travis. He had an instant left school. Then I got with somebody named KJ Lee. He's a comedian. And he was the face of it. I was behind it. Like I would shoot the videos, I would edit them. Like he would come up with the ideas, and we would tag team it too. Like write it. Like, oh, this would be funny if we did this. And once we got together, that's when now I'm on WorldStar. And this is like www.worldstar.com. Like you had to go to the website. This ain't no app or nothing like that. It's the website. It wasn't even Instagram. Instagram is not even a thing now. So we would get posted on there. And we would just like every time we drop a video, we would see like if we was posted on WorldStar. And you know, sure enough, we kind of got like a weekly thing. We was kind of a little consistent. All right, we'd be on there a lot. You know, people around campus would know us. And I'm at Morehouse too at this time.
Yeah.
So now Morehouse will let you do social media content. Then that's like frowned upon. It's like, nah, you kind of like degrading the integrity of the product. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of that. And they were embracing what I was doing, but it was very strict. So after we kind of got our little rhythm, that would be another part. And then I would say the only other time that I can think of is 2019. And that's when I had made like the most money I'd ever made on YouTube. And I was like, me and Jamal. And so by this time, me and Jamal, we know each other. We like hooked up. We continue to like make videos and stuff like that. He got his channel, I got mine. And we both, we born a week apart. Everything that happens to him happens to me a week later or vice versa. So we're like tied in that way. We were on our way to Bali because we were both flight attendants. So we had flight benefits. On our way to Bali, and we get the email of YouTube had paid us. And it was like $5,000. And I was like, at the time, like I'm like, this is the most money I'd have never seen. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm making like maybe $23,000 a year, 28 maybe, because I'm trying to still like film a lot. So I'm not trying to do a whole lot of working at the airline. But got that email, and we both had made the same amount of money. We was like,
damn, that's crazy.
Okay. So that's like November around our birthdays. Then obviously rolling into 2020, we like, well, we got to keep this going. Most of the creators was out in LA. Let's go to LA.
This episode is brought to you by Monday.com. Yes, Monday.com. It is the ultimate platform that helps you streamline all your business processes. I've been using Monday.com, oh my God, probably 6+ years now, and it's made my life so much better. It automates, it speaks, it does everything you need to do to make sure that you are running your business, you're communicating with your team, and you're project managing your projects. So click the link in the description below to Monday.com so that way you can get started to automate and empower your business through this powerful platform. Today's episode is brought to you by the American Express Delta Reserve card. It is the one card that I use for my business today. I use the card to pay for all my business expenses, my overhead, my operations, but the ultimate benefit is the rewards that come with it. You get Delta Sky Miles points. You get access to the Delta lounges within all airports that has a Delta lounge. So if you're ready to take the ultimate step so that way you can get rewards, you're going to be spending the money anyway, go ahead and click the link in the description below so that way you can secure your American Express Delta Reserve card today. So you done made $5,000 on YouTube. And you and Jamal like, listen, we got to go to Cali.
Got to go to Cali. So we started looking up places. We starting to reach out to folks. We always been flying back and forth to Cali to work with folks. So we kind of already have a rapport out there. But we like, now it's time to move. It's time to take this thing to the next level. But it was because at the time we thought that LA knew something we didn't know in Atlanta. So we like, all right, cool. I had a house in Atlanta. I was going to keep the house. And obviously I was a flight attendant, so I was going to fly back and forth. But my main place of stay was going to be in LA. So we get a spot. I think the spot like $4,500 in North Hollywood. It's me. It's Jamal. It's Jamal's fiance. We split and rent 3 ways. Cool. Perfect. Like, what could go wrong? Week 1. Day 2. Him and fiance break up. Like, bad breakup.
And
like
they messing up the church's money.
man, take all his left shoes. It's a whole scene. It's an entire
Oh,
thing.
one of
Yes,
those.
it's one of those breakups. So I'm like, I gotta pay half of the rent now, not a third, but also my mortgage back in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, and also a thing about YouTube is in January about 15th till June, the ad money goes down like significantly. So that 5,000 I made was dwindling fast.
Uh-huh.
Now that was day 2. Day 5, the pandemic happens.
Oh, so you in what, March of 2020?
Yes, we just moved out there.
Uh-huh.
So fiance left, pandemic happened. We don't know what's going on. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, like, all right, I got to figure this video stuff out, or I got to make some money somehow because I got both of these bills to pay. So, that's when the PPP loan. That's like it hasn't started in March,
Yeah.
but also, me and Jamal decided to take a leave of absence from work. So we're on PLLC for like 6 months.
Yeah.
So it starts in like April and it's gonna go till whenever 6 months from that is. No money coming in, don't know what's going on. Luckily, unemployment. I was able to apply for
Out in
unemployment.
Cali?
Yep, got that. Oh, it was in Atlanta,
Okay.
but so I was mailing myself. But this is everything slow because it's the pandemic. Nobody's in the office.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm approved or not, and we don't have that much information. So I'm just like, I'm gonna apply, see what happens. Don't hear nothing for a while. So I add up all my bills, and I'm like, I need to make $25,000. I needed $25,000 to cover everything for the 6 months, and just make it through this lease. Because we only did 6 months lease in LA.
Yeah.
And I was like, if we don't make it by 6 months, I'm going back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, Jamal, like, that's it. I'm giving you 6 months. You always wanted this. I'm gonna get this to you. I sound like we was a married couple
Yeah.
then, but that's just how we kind of agreed. Write down $25,000. I was like, I need to make this. Didn't know how I was gonna make it. So we just got to work. Nobody was really shooting, but me and him were still shooting. We every now and then we'd get a few videos to come through, or a few girls to come through for videos. But again, this is the height of the pandemic. We don't know
so
nothing.
Everybody's trying to stay away from each
and
other.
LA shut down. Like,
Yeah.
Atlanta's open. So now I'm looking at Atlanta and I'm like, let me just fly home, make some videos with my homegirl.
Yeah.
Who I let live at my house back in Atlanta. I was like, yeah, you can check on the place. You know what I'm saying? She needed a place to stay. It just kind of worked out perfectly. I was like, but let's make some videos in the meantime. It was me, her, and this other girl. We started doing TikTok videos and other stuff, and it just started catching. I'm like, okay. So, remember, I needed $25,000. Do a merch. Design my own merch. I bought the t-shirt machine and everything. The heat press and the vinyl cutter. Make the merch, sell out all my merch in like 24 hours.
Really?
So I'm over 100,000 followers at this point. I don't know exactly my numbers, but I'm over 100,000. So I got a little bit of motion. People know my name, yada, yada, yada. Sell out the merch. That's 10 grand. It's like, cool. YouTube made 10 grand then. And then Facebook, I ended up making another 10 grand. So I ended up making $30,000.
Whoa.
And before my timeline of the 6 months. So I'm like, well, like, this is kind of like a no-brainer. Mind you, I'm working as a flight attendant.
Yeah.
The most money I've ever seen in a year is like $24,000.
Yeah.
Like, after taxes. So I'm like, I just made my entire salary in a month.
In Atlanta.
In both, like going back and forth. So I'm still in LA because I'm like, I gotta make this, like, I'm over there. So I gotta, like, kind of get my money's worth. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm shooting videos in Atlanta. When I'm in LA, I'm not really shooting videos. Jamal is. So made that money. I'm like, okay, all right, so I can do this. 30 grand, all right. And then kind of, you go through different periods of like, all right, let me try this. You want to try to put out more content. You want to Now you want to like try to make a team of people. So let's like all do this. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of come together. I shoot for you, you shoot for me. We all help each other make the best videos. That turns into a big thing. We all kind of get a little motion. People starting to know us as like ATL verse at the time. And then we hire a videographer. So it's like operation is booming. We hiring a videographer.
Mm-hmm.
He special like super cold behind the camera and just know what he doing. Like he got us looking like you ain't never seen black people look like this at the time. Like it's just very high quality stuff.
Yeah.
So then we kind of me and Jamal are footing the bill for that though. So it's 6 of us total, but it's like, all right, we all share this one shooter. We'll pay, and then when y'all get y'all YouTubes and stuff going, then y'all just put into the pot and we all. But the problem with that is if only 2 of y'all are making money and you kind of funding the whole thing, you need to make more money because it just costs. Like you're like, all right, let me just do this. So now we doubling down, you know, start shooting more a week. We start, me and Jamal kind of go off and we just use this videographer and we just keep building. We keep shooting, keep like series and whole time I'm not understanding that I'm actually building the model of what my business is now. Series content and you telling a story. So now I'm going from like one-off skits to like parts. So it's Liar Get Smacked Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, telling a story in it. And I still got like my formula of like the magic of like this is I need these elements to make my videos work. So I always have that and I'm just building the system. Then you know, various things happen, you know, money goes up and down, but every January, that's when the ad money goes down. So we just kind of like, all right, we got to figure this out. We got to grow the operation, figure this out. So now we talking about bringing in more people and doing that. And then that's when I met my wife. She was in LA actually. So I just DM'd her on a whim of just like, hey, let's work. But I already knew that I had liked her because I seen her in the video. And I was like, who this girl is?
Did y'all hear that? It goes down in the DM.
Yeah.
It goes down in the DM in 2026.
And if anybody sees this and they like, oh, he hit me with that same
well,
DM.
hold up. Don't be in my DM. Okay? Can't be
Well.
in my DM. I don't do the DM thing. So if you DM me, you more than likely ain't gonna get read, or it's gonna be some AI that's gonna be responding to it. Okay.
Yeah.
So stay out my DM unless you got a question about government contracting. But all right. So you met your wife in the DM. Let's talk about that.
So now
how did
I'm
you?
like,
oh wait. How did you do the macking on that?
So I had seen her in a guy's video, and swear to God, it was like 4 or 5 seconds.
That kind of sound familiar.
So seeing her in this other creator's video, 4 or 5 seconds, I just remember the camera panning across. She was laying on the couch on her stomach, and I was like, "Who is this girl?" And I kept asking Jamal about it because Jamal would know everything. He'd be like, "Oh, you talking about the girl this?" I'm like, "No." And he'd be like, "Okay," but I knew it was something special about her. So I DM her. I'm like, July 7th. I'll never forget that date because that's our anniversary date. So I hit her up. I said, let's work. She hit me right back. So I was like, all right, let's jump on a call. I'll walk you through everything, buy your flight, yada, yada, yada. You know, at this time, she didn't heard all the dudes and say this. She, late 20s, early 30s, around that age. So, you know, she's still popping. She in that, whatever. So set up the flight. I call her. The first thing I ever said to her was, you know I got a crush on you, right? Like, it was no hello, no like, it was just like, you know I got a crush on you, right? And it was so weird because I was like, what the hell came over? I don't even talk like that. Like, that ain't even something I do. Came over, said that, and she just like laughs. And I like laughed it off too. It was like, yeah. But anyway, let's work, yada, yada, yada. I'm running on the plane. I'm about to flight, yada, yada. Get your hotel room. We're going to come out here. We're going to work.
Oh, you flew her out.
Yeah. So, because at the time, we making money. So I'm like, all right. And let this be known, anytime you get some money, you gotta mess it up the first time. Like you gotta mess it up
That's
one time
the rule.
to appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah, like so if anybody
gotta
watching
learn.
this and you going through, like, mess the money up one time. But that second time, you got your mind right.
You got it out your system. There you go.
So bought her flight, she came out here, and we just it's cool. Like she loved everything I had going on. She loved emotion. She loved like she just seen it. And like I just was walking in what I wanted to be. So she like could see like, oh no, he's real about this. Like
Yeah.
he ain't playing no games. He does it. She moves out to Atlanta later that year. And I'm like, I already know this about to get serious. Like anytime somebody moving from LA to Atlanta, you like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the time getting out of a relationship, yada yada yada. So we start dating and we go to the movies. There's a preview for a Sandra Bullock movie. And I lean over to her and I'm like, it'll be so dope if two people got drunk and got married, and then when they go to the judge to get it annulled, the judge says they got to stay together for 30 days, and they, um, it's just the journey of that, and it'll be called fucking married. And she heard me, and then next thing you know, she wrote the script for for it. So I'm like, okay. So now now I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, you helping the operation. You ain't, what I'm saying, you ain't just coming to like be a burden. You helping the
Yeah.
operation. You wrote this. So we started developing the series. It started as a series. Make it super funny, like, but if you watch it, I play all the characters in it. Like I play my uncle, I play the judge, I play her love interest in the movie, and we filmed it. Like filmed it, series, put it out. People love it. We got a theme song and everything to it. Like it's really like something. Put it out on. Then we put it together as a movie and put it out on platforms like Tubi and all of that stuff. Takes off.
Really? Damn.
So then she's like, I got other stuff that I wrote. Like, would you want to like see it? I'm like, yeah, like of course, like it was a no brainer to me. It's like, why am I turn down somebody else who's bringing projects? She already got one, so I'm like, but then in my head, I'm also thinking like, all of the people you used to shoot in LA, nobody gave you a chance. Like, they don't do nothing in LA. Like they need talent. Like like nobody does what I do. Like nobody can like write, produce, direct, edit the entire thing from front to back themselves in LA. That was like a lot of creators can't do. There's maybe like one or two I could think of. Anyway, but the rest of them as a culmination, they always needed somebody to do something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, it's a little interesting. So let me let me see that. Read it. It's messy. It's a messy relationship show. Let's shoot it.
Yeah.
She been talking to me about it for years. She was like, yeah, this is actually a story from my homegirl. We was out with some dudes, and she was like, yeah, I just got some friendly kitty, and we ended up calling it Friendly D, which is our show that's running 4 years now and 100 episodes.
Really?
So,
damn, that's dope, Freddie. So, where can people find this at?
This is you can find it on Tubi, you can find it on YouTube and Patreon as well. Patreon is where new episodes are at. And Tubi, we submitting the episodes.
Friendly D.
Friendly D.
Friendly D.
Yep.
Go to all those spots and watch. You said 100 episodes?
Yep. We
100 episodes of Friendly D.
Yep.
Got that?
Please go watch it. Because I need that. Yeah. So and we just been building content ever since. But now I'm in the mode of like, I have to scale. So now me and her can't just write everything. Now I'm like in the process, I got to hire more people. I got to hire a writer. But also, hiring writers is very difficult. We're in the YouTube space or social media because you can't get a TV writer because their structure is it's too set to like TV parameters.
Yeah.
So you got to make a crossbreed between somebody from social media and TV. So I'm like, all right, now I'm in that process. Just staffing and like finding a plethora of people to pull from. Now I'm shooting with actors and paying people. I got like a whole payroll that I got to run every month now. Like it's a literal growing operation, and like people are depending on this to like feed, families or whatever. So just to see it go from like that to
from you to two to now you got a whole full production staff.
Yep.
Tell us about the dark days.
Man, it's a lot of them.
I think we all have them. Tell us about that one moment to where you was just like, this may not work. We may need to go do something else.
I've had two. One was in that 2021 era, in those years, right before I had met my wife. I was just super burnt out, just super like, oh, this is a lot, like everything going, like I drop a video, they want another video, or it's just a lot on my mental, like just different things. So I took mushrooms, and I'm sitting there as it like hits in, I'm like, something tell me get in the shower. Just go get in the shower. Like as you on this trip or whatever, just get in the shower. And I get in there. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to just figure something else out to do. Like I just, I was close to getting my pilot's license too. So I'm like in pilot school as well as I'm shooting these videos and stuff like that. My growing fan base, but I think like my mom ain't gonna accept me being an entrepreneur because she comes from the corporate setup of like go to school, get a job. So when I told her I was going to get my pilot's license, she's like, oh, that's perfect. I'll pay for it. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I'm like feeling like there's an intersection in my life. So I get in the shower and all I can say is it had to have been God. Put a hand on my shoulder and was like, keep going. Just keep going. That was all the confirmation I needed at that point.
You was high as hell.
Oh yeah. I talked to the cosmos for sure. Like I was out of there.
You was so high you went to heaven, and God was like, "Wait a minute, how did?"
Whoa! It's too soon, my boy. Hold on, but keep going what you're doing. Say keep going, and then that's when the next stage took off, and then I started making consistent money, and it was really a business for me. So then, from that, keep going. Meet my wife, who writes Fucking Mary, who then writes Friendly D, who
and that's a true helpmate right there, because you was like, and now, oh damn, I got somebody who specializes this. I'm over here.
But what I learned early from seeing my parents not work out is I knew that, and no disrespect to my mom, but I knew I couldn't date a woman like my mother that was more career driven. I needed a helpmate.
Yeah.
So when I get the helpmate, and I'm like, oh, this is what it looks like. Yeah. Like, yeah, I know some people be like, oh, no, I'd rather her do her own thing. It just wasn't for me. It was just like, no, I need this person to help me.
Yeah.
So we take off and do that. And then the next dark time that I had was we just going through now YouTube, TikTok gets introduced. That messes up everything.
So now all the viewership is going from YouTube over to TikTok.
And then everybody's changing their algorithms. So now the short content is in. So now as I'm doing horizontal videos, this vertical form comes in, but the platforms are scrambling. They're like, oh, we gotta like catch up with TikTok. So YouTube trashes our entire business. The algorithms messed up. All of our numbers are down. I'm like,
oh, because they're shorts.
Yeah.
And now you got to take your long form and cut it up into shorts to be able to keep people's interest and bring them in.
And I'm
so you got to learn something new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And me and Jamal, we're at a point in our careers where like we go to like the YouTube events and stuff. And we're talking to the YouTube executives, and we're like, yo, like, what y'all thinking? They like, oh, yeah, TikTok's kicking our butt, like, da-da-da-da, we don't really know what we're going to do. I'm looking at the people who are at the company scrambling. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is going to be sustainable. So I'm like,
let's go to YouTube. Let's go to TikTok.
I know I want a studio eventually. Yeah. I'm always interested in, I love businesses. I love just talking about them, analyzing them, all of that stuff. I'm like, I want to get into commercial real estate.
Yeah.
Start me a studio. As I find a building, found one that's up the street from my house, I start going there, start bringing out developers and contractors to see like what it would be to fix all this up. Old building, lead pipe, leads in the pipe, all that stuff. So I'm like, I start hearing HVAC and electricians and like plumbers, like that's starting to be a thing. Like, oh, those are the next generation millionaires. And I'm sitting here looking at my numbers on YouTube that are down at the time, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should Go to school.
Yeah.
I should go to school, get a degree because it's also free. I found out that if you're in Georgia, the Hope Scholarship will cover you for HVAC, electrician, plumbing, welding, solar panels, all the stuff that I'm like interested in, like nerd stuff that I'm like interested in.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at my wife, I'm like, yeah, I might just go ahead and hang all this up. Like I'm kind of done with this social media kind of career. Like it's just too much. Like we put out a video, you never know if it's gonna be a hit. Then you put out part 2, it either fails or flops. Like it's very like I'm over it. Let me go get some regular money, some regular everyday money. Everybody always gonna need some electricity. Everybody always gonna need some HVAC. Like they're always gonna need those services. That's never going away. Then I'm also thinking feed my family. Just we don't have a family at the time, but it's just like
because everything is
so up and down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, that girl looked at me. She was like, yeah, no, we about to figure this out. And so then
that's how it's supposed to be.
So we're in like episode maybe 40s or 50s of Friendly D. So she kind of picks up the mantle and like, nah, like I'm gonna run this race for a little while. Like just trust me, like we're gonna do this. And then that was the dark time that we made it through. Like her seeing the vision when I won't say I necessarily didn't see the vision, but it was just like, just kind of over it. Like, and that's how our relationship has always been. When she burnt out and tired, I pick it up.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So yeah, that was probably the biggest dark times I've had though, of just like wanting to pivot and get into something else or just leave it all behind. Like I didn't gave so much to social media. Like,
and I think we've all had those moments.
Yeah.
You know, I'm military.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my foundation. And I didn't come on to social media until 2019. And I didn't really want to. It was just somebody was like, I was like, I don't give a shit about social media. Then I came. Then COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's March of 2019. Then a year later, COVID hit because I had like maybe 2,000 followers on IG, whatever. COVID hit. You just at home. But when COVID hit, my company 10x'd.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a demand on staff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm up here like, I ain't got nothing to do. Look, I got a house full of, it was my wife. I had all my kids, her 2 kids. It's 7 kids in the house at one time.
Oh, yeah.
The beauty of it all is that the house is big enough for everybody to have their own space, but it was still.
The grocery bill was crazy.
It was still, all the kids were in school. So if all the kids in school, virtual school, guess who got to make sure that they doing? So I used to go through a bottle of wine every day.
Yep.
Right? So I would drink a bottle of wine. I'm up here like, man, let me get on social media because you can't go nowhere. The next thing you know, I'm up here like, yeah, man, I just invoiced the government like $200,000 for the whole month. And I'm just doing it from the house. And that's when
got rolled.
And so, but then you start doing it. Then you're like, oh, then people are like, oh, you should have a course. You're like, I don't know how to do it. Okay. And then next thing you know, you start feeding the beast. And over time, you just like, why the hell did I get in this? I didn't need social media, you know?
Yep.
So I can understand that burnout. And I have my moments to where, you know, I still get burned out today, but it is what it is because it's a money maker, you know? It's still
I think the older you get, you understand how to manage the burnout or like how to replenish your battery. Like, because when you're younger, you don't know what's going on. You just like, why do I feel like this? But the older you get, you be like, oh, I just need to go on a trip or I need this or just.
That's it.
Like, you figure it out.
Let me go and just, you know.
Decompress.
Yeah, go somewhere. Because like even now, like I literally just booked my flight maybe about 4 or 5 days ago. Yeah. Go. Yeah. I was I'm at home on the couch and I was like, look, I'm sick of y'all.
Let me go ahead and see what.
It was funny because I looked at the map. I'm up here like, 8-hour flight. You know what? I ain't never been to Madrid like that. Let me go to Madrid. So yeah, I'm with you on the burnout stuff. So if there was some people right now, there's a lot of people right now to where they want to start their own YouTube channel. They want to get into it. They want to. But there are people who want to do it. Like, what are some things from your 16 years of experience? Like, what are some things the top 3 things that people should consider before they start their YouTube channel? Because some people are talking about quitting their jobs to do this full time. What are some 3 things that you can help them out with?
So this is the misconception. People think they're gonna come over to YouTube and be an entrepreneur, essentially. Like, and it, I would say being a content creator is a derivative of entrepreneurship. However, you're trading, for lack of a better word, you're trading one slave ship for another. Because yeah, you might work for somebody else's dream in a 9-to-5 court, whatever your situation may be. But when you come over here, you still working for somebody. Like you working for the audience, and then you constantly trying to figure out the audience, because the platforms is they shuffleboard it. So everything you do, you can, I promise you can have the keys today. They will change the locks tomorrow. So it's like people don't understand. You just trading one for another. So don't think you about to get out the rat race. Like, the rat race is actually worse over there, because now you in charge. One, you got free time. You in charge of your time. You got to come up with concepts from your mind. Like, the creative field, and I'm not saying that other fields aren't creative, but when you're specifically in entertainment, it's mental exhaustion creating the ideas, then mental exhaustion from executing the idea. Then you got to put it out, and then don't let it not hit. Then you got to deal with that. So now you got to deal with the critics. Like, it all does look easy, and I'm only saying this because I don't think a lot of people talk about this. We hear a lot of the numbers like, oh, there's so much money in content creation. There's so much. Yeah, it can be. It can be a lot of money in it. But just like LA, you see all the homeless people that went out there to be actors. So it's 2 sides of the coin. It'd be like, yeah, and talent ain't always gonna get you there. You can be the funniest. I know some of the funniest comedians. They ain't the most famous. So it's like, it's just so many things that you have to be aware of. And so I know you asked for 3 things, but if I would say anything, it's like, make sure you're going to be in this for the long haul. So if somebody were to tell you, like, you ain't going to make it till 15 years from now, would you still do it? Would you still go down the path, or would you just be like, I don't know? Like,
so it's a commitment. Like, you gotta be stubborn, committed to it.
Man, it's a commitment like no other. Because it's so many circumstances. And in my field specifically, I write my own problems. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm writing the script that needs 10 people in it. I got to shoot at a club. Now I got to figure out how to get extra. Like, I'm creating my own problems.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of the creation field is like that, unless you do, like solo videos or, stuff where, maybe just you and your partner or whatever. But
I think they still get burned out too.
Yeah.
Because it's like when I go on vacation, I've been to a lot of places, but I don't have no content. Because when I get there, I am literally, it's like I get my phone or whatever, and I'll be like, like,
you be present.
I'll be like, get away from me. I don't want, like, I just, and then you go, people, they be like, oh, film me. Like, I'm going to be walking down the beach. And I be looking like, I did not pay all this money to become your damn videographer, photographer.
At all.
I want to just chill. So but then at the same time, you're like, man, I got to cut some content while I'm here.
Yep.
Because I got to feed my beast. Because I think that's what social media is, a beast. But it is a beast that can bring you some good provisions if you're able to tame it right. So, my brother, I appreciate you for coming through. Thank you so much for the conversation. I learned so much. Hey, if y'all watching this, remember, it goes down in the DM. So if you're looking for true love, it's in the DM right there. I'm just kidding with y'all. Hey, y'all check out my guy, Lonnie Smith at Fanarios. He is on YouTube. He's on Patreon. Tubi, Facebook, TikTok. Right? So all these things, right? Very funny, brother. So once again, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Y'all know what it is. It's your guy, Foxway, with Action Move Podcast. Make sure you share this video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Peace.
Those eyes, man.